But he knows everything.
Okay, so your homework was to find out what the air pressure was in your bicycle tyres and car tyres. Thank you for reminding me. So we have 75 psi. What does that actually mean? Yep.
Pressure?
No.
No. I don't know.
Did anybody else get a value? Yeah.
It was like 50 to 75.
50 to 75 what?
PSI.
Okay, Henry?
Mine was 60.
60 to 75 what?
Yes.
PSI. 80 PSI. Okay, car tyres. Yeah.
I had 51 PSI.
51 PSI. Anybody else?
Yeah.
Any other car tyre values? Didn't do it, did you? I set you, what would you rather? I set you pages out of Ilmio with lots of problems or homeworks like this? What is the point of setting you homeworks like this if you don't do them? Maybe I should go back to giving sheets with hours worth of homework questions. You lazy bunch. Oh, it's Karen, she never checks the homework. You did it. Okay, what is your car? What's the car?
2.2 bar thingy.
2.2 bar thingies. Yeah.
I had 2.6 bars.
2.6 for what?
Bars.
Bar thingies.
2.4 bar thingies.
Right, now, is the reason that you didn't put your hand up because 2.2 looks very different from 51 and you were scared?
Yeah, I was
Oh, you wimps!
Oh, thank you.
There are things to be scared of. Getting your homework wrong is not one of them. Not doing your homework is. Do not be afraid of making mistakes. What's the worst that could happen? What is the worst that could happen if you got your homework wrong?
Everybody would laugh.
Yeah.
No, but basically we're here to learn, so it wouldn't be. Yeah.
Everybody would laugh. So the fear of people laughing at you is worse than the fear of me telling you off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, actually.
Peer pressure's horrible, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
When did it start? When did you start being so afraid of putting
First
your
grade.
hand?
Third
First grade.
Third grade when I got really bad at
When
math.
people laughed at us, I think NYP.
NYP. Bartley?
I just wanted to say that I also actually measured the blood pressure and it was 4.
Thank you. Thank you. Excellent.
And the bar thing.
You see, sometimes the person who says something different actually,
It's the best.
yeah, gets it right. Oh, now the hands go up. Too late. Too late.
Yeah, but I measured it in the bike tires also in bars and something called KPA.
KPA.
That's the bar thingy.
How do you know?
Matthias. I just yes.
Clever guess.
Oh yes, it was right.
Yeah.
Aha.
KPA or bars. Right. You can't get over this fear of getting stuff wrong because it means that as the years go by, you end up just being silent all the time and then your voice is never, ever, ever heard. It's sad. Don't be afraid. Slap the people who... No, that's not a good idea. The people, violence against the people who laugh at you is not a good idea. So,
When they laugh at you, just laugh.
Hmm.
And look at the reaction. They look
Yes.
Stupid.
Okay. PSI. What is PSI? It's not police series investigators or anything like that. It's nothing to do with CSI. What is it? Come on, be brave. P does not stand for pressure. It is vile. It is horrible. It should be banned. It is not quite evil, but it's not very good. I hate it.
You hate the word or you hate what it means?
I hate this.
But
In the same way as I hate the F.
Fire truck?
Okay.
Ugh.
You like
Oh, you mean football?
I do not hate football.
Oh.
I may be embarrassed to be an England supporter, but I'm proud at the moment to be a Spurs supporter. Chelsea lost.
Yeah, but they still lead the table.
Yes!
So it's what?
Pounds
Oh.
per
Second.
square.
Oh. It's very
It's very British and very American.
at the same time.
How much is a pound? Don't say 100 pennies. How many pounds to a kilo?
Not that.
2. 3.
Exactly, nobody knows. 2.54. An inch?
About 1.4. 1.5.
What?
1.6.
1.6 what? I didn't say what an inch was.
Centimeters.
Nate.
Actually, it's 2.54 centimetres
centimeters.
to an inch. An inch is about 5 centimetres.
Well, at least I tried.
Yeah, you did. Okay, you've got to really work hard at these units because they're not particularly sensible. Any unit that can be based on the length of the King of England's arm to his thumb to his nose is pretty silly. That's the yard. Henry VIII's yardstick. And then there were 3 feet in a yard because you're meant to get 3 of your feet from here, proportion to the human body. This distance should be 3 times the size of your foot. 3 feet equals a yard. Clever, huh? This is a non-decimal unit. It doesn't rely on the decimal system because there are 12 inches in a foot. There are, I don't know, how many pounds in an ounce, ounces in a pound. And it's silly, but it's a very old unit. And it is a unit of pressure. We talked about bars last week. We talked about pascals last week. This kPa, or the bar, those two are equal. They are the sensible units, the metric units that you can easily convert to the scientific ones. So I loathe them because they are crazy units. However, if you go to the USA or you go to somewhere where they speak imperial, that's the other name for it, then you have to get used to it. Like 32F is 32 Fahrenheit, which is 0 degrees Celsius.
Real.
Anybody know what 100 degrees Celsius is in F?
No, that's
Actually, I can't remember.
Let's do the math. I can't.
No, because that's where it gets even worse. It's not 132. 1 degree Celsius change isn't the same as 1 degree F. Just to make it even worse. Anyway, yes, your bike tyres, let's say they're 4 bar, your bike tyres are at a higher pressure than car tyres.
Yes.
about twice the pressure, which a lot of people don't think about. Trouble is, the bike tyres are smaller, there's less air in them, so if you try to fill them up at a garage, they can explode quite easily, because it doesn't take a lot of air to get them up to that pressure. Yes. You've got to be careful when that happens, because it's like a gun going off and can damage your hearing. But most people don't have the right pressure in their bike tyres.
I think
Speed
my
up.
bike tires are broken.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's difficult in winter anyway, but in summer it can make a huge amount of difference. Okay, right, so, well done. You did actually do your homework. You revealed that to me. You were just, you are more willing to say you didn't do your homework than admit you got it wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
You crazy, crazy people.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go back to some easier stuff then. Let's go back to, hopefully, before you were psychologically damaged by people mocking you.
That was when I was 5 years old.
Yay.
Hey, I know this.
Do you?
Let us feel it.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Who doesn't know that story? He's gonna check. Listen, yep, because the rabbit takes a nap and makes a fool out of himself. He underestimates his opponent.
Okay, thank you, Arthur.
This is me.
Henry?
The rabbit.
No. That was
No, the
that was
turtle was
that was the
faster.
stupidest answer ever. No, not the stupidest.
Oh, the turtle was in there.
Who was the fastest?
The rabbit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
According to
true.
the story?
Oh yeah.
No, the turtle was faster and made it
No.
to the finish
No.
line first.
Listen.
No, se voi, mutta se ei ollut
Look.
fast.
The rabbit's faster,
Winning
but
is the most important.
yeah.
Yes.
But that's not the question.
I don't care, but the winning.
No, you don't care. Karen's gonna be upset.
The
if
bunny
you
was
don't care.
faster.
Look at her, she's start crying.
Henry?
In my opinion, the bunny or rabbit was faster, but was a dumbass, while the turtle was really slow but a smart
I want a turtle now.
Smart ass and dumb.
Whatever you want to call it. I guess in Finnish it's Yanis.
Yeah.
Right, turtle?
Good. Hey, tortoise.
Okay, being British, it's a tortoise.
No.
It's turtle.
You become Ninja
When you
Turtle.
hear the story, when it's told to you in Finnish, what is it? Kilpikone ja Yanis.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yanis.
Yanis, okay, right, okay. So I appear to have started an argument over a really, really simple story that you heard before being frightened of making the wrong answer. This always starts an argument. What do we mean by faster?
What do
Do we write this?
Uh,
I think that's the bunny.
yes. You can draw the tortoise and the hare, or you could write tortoise and the hare, who was faster. You have argued bitterly about this. And now I'm actually saying, yeah, we've got to decide. What do we mean by faster?
Aww. I don't know. I just said
Faster, quicker. I don't know.
Do we mean who won the race?
Nope.
No.
But who was able to get from point A to point B the fastest?
In that case, it's who won the race.
yes.
That's the different.
Come on, let's be honest. Turtle.
Shut up, you.
The tortoise must have been faster because he got from point A, the start, to point B, the finish, in the quickest time.
No, the other one just.
The winner.
Average speed.
Ah, very good.
I didn't hear.
Average speed. Keskiarvo. Nopeus. Is that right?
Those.
Keskinopeus. Yeah, Keskinopeus. Okay. So, let me give you a chance to write that down. The fastest average speed is the tortoise. The tortoise was faster.
Right
because
over
the
here.
rabbit like
He was
stopped and
dumbass.
it decreased his like
Average.
Yeah.
It just fooled around. Took an hour. Went to eat some food.
Turtle.
Tortoise.
It's a turtle. Not turtle.
No.
So in American English, is it a rabbit or hare?
It's a turtle. And a bunny.
I always had it like a turtle and a rabbit.
Turtle and a bunny.
Yes. Bunny.
Pietri. Pietri, c'est le livre et la tortue. Ouais. Le corbeau et le renard.
It's a turtle, not tortoise.
Wait. Pietri. Pietri. Le corbeau et le renard. Mettre le corbeau dans un bœuf. Tenir son bec à propos. Mettre le renard dans le bœuf. Putain, t'as beaucoup sur un. Oh, bonjour, monsieur le corbeau. Que vous dites-vous? Si, votre ramasse. C'est
Vache.
So,
Hey.
Mon bon monsieur, apprenez que toute la terre dépend de celui qui l'écoute. Cette leçon revient en français.
Are you talking to someone?
No.
he's telling himself the story in his head in French. Well, not in his head.
Ah.
We had some tests like French tests, and we had like just for homework, and we had to know it by heart. And
Did
then we
you?
said it for the whole class. And I know like most of the main tests.
Who wrote this tale? Do you know?
Jean de La Fontaine. Mec, c'était Jean de La Fontaine. Il y avait- Quoi?
Si! Hey, go back again.
Monsieur, c'était... Attends, mec, c'était Jean de La Fontaine.
Merci beaucoup.
Jean de La Fontaine.
He may have done the French translation.
Oh
But
yeah,
who
sure.
wrote the actual song?
A Greek guy called Aesop, and it's one of his very many moral tales. His fables. It's got a message in it. And what was the message? Brains beat speed. Not quite. Slow but steady wins the race.
And what is he also the one who wrote the story about the fox and the crow?
He wrote many, probably about Fox and the Crow. He wrote Why the Bear Had No Tail, Why the Bear Lost Its Tail, and things like that. Yeah.
How did that stop with all that? And
Ezra,
did he also write the tale about the
sorry? Oh, come on! Don't you want to start with a little story on a Monday morning? Okay,
did he also
Ezra wants some physics. So, if you had to show their journey on a graph, yeah, where this is time,
and that
is distance,
Yep.
yeah, and we'll say that this is the finish line,
So
and this is the start.
I have a really bad.
Can you draw on the paths or the lines that the turtle or the tortoise and the hare would have on there? What would their journeys look like if you did a distance time graph? Is it getting physicsy now?
I know. It would go like
Draw it.
Oh,
If I can't draw it, can I just wait?
nah. Give a
We're
try.
trying to represent it graphically now.
I think I can show it. Ooh.
Just try it. Don't be afraid to get it wrong. What would it look like if you saw this
I know.
put into a graph? You
Come on,
could
let me
write this
explain.
story as a graph, as a physicist
So-
would. What would it look like?
There you go. Okay, I wrote it wrong. Here goes distance. Then goes start.
Then it goes to time.
Yes.
So look, you start. The hair would go like straight, and then you would go real. Yeah, it would go like something like not regular, but the tortoise would go straight because it didn't take a pose, it went straight.
Yeah.
But the hair did all kinds of like detours, so it wouldn't go like.
Oh wait, I had to think about this. I saw this video where they did it actually like there was a bunny and a turtle, and then the turtle won.
No, I saw that one on Facebook. Yeah.
Well, hold on.
Okay, so
Just put some cheese in front of it or something.
the easiest of the easier of the two, is it the turtle or the hare to draw? Ezra?
Straight line.
For which one?
Turtle.
Yep,
Right, the turtle is a straight line.
because the turtle goes progressively.
Yeah.
And then-
So, hang on.
You see, I did that already.
Yeah.
I told you.
This is important. There's the finish. Okay, I've got to continue this because the turtle gets to the finish at a particular time.
Yes.
Okay, that is important. So, here we have a very happy.
What is that?
Give me time.
Ah, it's turtle.
Wait.
What? There's his body, now goes his head.
But what's that one thing in between?
His tail. Why do you gotta think like that?
I didn't think of that. You don't know what I'm thinking.
You don't know a turtle has a tail?
Oh, it's very cool.
A tiny tail.
Oh,
Oh, he's got
And
a.
there's
he's
his
got a
little
trophy.
cut.
Oh yeah.
He's a happy turtle.
But what's up with his jaw?
Oh, you know,
He's
turtles have-
smiling.
Okay.
They don't have lips. They just dislocate their jaws.
I want a turtle.
Okay.
Two turtles.
The hair.
They died.
Yeah.
Ezra.
Something zigzag.
Yep.
Something.
Zigzag.
A zigzag.
It would go from the start well, then it would drop down.
Right. He starts really fast.
Fast and Furious.
And then it goes straight.
Tokyo Drift.
Why?
Because he doesn't go distance-wise anywhere but time-wise he goes. I don't know if that makes sense.
He doesn't go anywhere.
He's
And he wakes up
And then suddenly goes to
and he
the start.
suddenly goes along, but he doesn't get to the finish until
The turtle is already dead.
afterwards.
He's just like,
this story in a while.
oh.
I've never heard it before.
You've never heard it before.
And I don't believe that.
That can happen. No hän ei ole niin kiinnostunut siihen.
Joo, missä muualla kiven alla 20
Okay.
000 vuotta.
Okay, that's
So, the average speed here is the total distance divided by
Some
time
should be.
taken.
Are we gonna start calculating like distances and like trips?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, no.
yeah, that's fun.
Oh, great.
Oh, we have to go 60 kilometers. How fast are we gonna go? 60 kilometers? We're gonna make it in an hour. Yeah, we are. If we drive 60 kilometers per hour and we have 60 kilometers to go, it's gonna be an hour.
Wow.
But if it's 120, we're gonna make it in half an hour. But then we're gonna get caught by the police, so we might make it even worse.
That is so great knowledge right there.
Can we make something where we gotta think about the speed limit and then the extra time and then
Okay,
the taxes?
who lives the furthest away from the school?
Me, how to Butalo?
How many?
25.
25 kilometers, okay.
Which is like basically another city.
Wait, is
This
it
is
further
the
than
great
how to-
city of Kyiv.
Ah, horrible.
Yeah.
25 kilometers journey. How long does it take you to get to school?
By bus or?
Bus takes
From you leaving home to coming to school?
Okay, with a car, like, I don't know, like 20 minutes?
That'll do.
It's how people just how far away.
Closer. Right. So, 20-kilometer journey takes 20 minutes.
Yeah, around.
Mutta bussilla menee tunti.
Nearly.
So,
Mulla menee tunti.
the average speed is the total distance, 25. Then we've got a problem.
Wow.
Minutes. Our usual units, kilometers per hour or
Miles per
per
hour.
second. No, we don't do miles. Miles is one of those silly units.
8 miles.
Imperial units, 1.6 kilometers. So,
Oh, gosh.
20 minutes is what fraction of an hour?
What, pardon, what was the question?
1/4.
What's,
No, third.
It's 0.3.
Yeah, it is 0.33 recurring, or
Told you.
it's easier to do it 25 divided by a third.
are those all stars?
So,
Oh, sorry. I did see.
what is 25 divided by a third?
I don't know.
Well, 25 divided by 0.3 recurring. That's actually quite difficult unless you're happy dividing by fractions. Anyone? You can, you just don't like it.
You ain't gonna talk about TV.
Right, you either, let's make it easier. Let's say it's 25 divided by 0.3. You should be able to do that.
Am I?
You should be able to.
Yes.
This is actually easier because if you divide by a fraction, 25 divided by a third is actually the same as 25 times by 3.
What?
Do you remember that?
No.
Kind of.
Oh. 75.
Kilometers per hour.
Which is pretty fast.
Yeah, that's not fast.
It is, considering that it's not highway all the way there.
Well.
Well, yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay,
Busted.
busted, yeah. And there are speed cameras, and actually yes, there are speed cameras along that route. But the speed limit there is 80. Yeah.
No, her parents don't care. She's not done.
Yeah.
Okay,
She's done some rally, WRC.
now, do we have any questions so far? The fact that there are numbers in this and it is quite mathematical does put some people off, but try not to let it. Try not to let it. I'm going to try. I generally teach all this stuff about speed and acceleration related to cars and travel, so that it's something you're familiar with. Now, we all know that if you drive in from Kiiminki to town here, you don't stay at 75 kilometers per hour. So my guess is, you get onto the main road, Kiiminki to Oulu, speed up, 100, speed camera, whoops, down to 80, speed up, 100, speed camera, down to 80, traffic lights, down to 0, roundabout, take it a bit more slowly, get into town, 40, 50. That's actually... It's actually very...
Sorry, I should have done it.
No, you need to try to understand this. That is a pretty complicated journey to represent. The hare is really easy. He starts off, goes really fast, goes to sleep, does nothing, and then he speeds up again. But if you had to do that sort of journey for you leaving the house, getting to school, it's massively, massively complicated. Okay? Now, the speed that the speed camera measures is not the average speed. It is designed, our speed cameras at the moment are designed to measure what you all thought by faster, what the hare was actually travelling at any one time, or what the car is travelling at any one time.
I've got a question.
Be quiet for a minute. I'm trying to talk to everybody. That speed is different. It's not the average speed. It is the instantaneous speed. Is how fast something is going at that time. Does that have a term in Finnish? Does that have a name? Could it even be hetki-nopeus? Speed at the moment, I don't know. Right, Arsa, what was your question?
What were you talking before I interrupted you? It might make me remember my question.
You'll remember it, it's important enough. Okay. So the hare has a higher instantaneous speed. Yeah.
How fast does Usain Bolt run?
We'll talk about that in a bit. Seriously, we will, after the break. Okay, the hare has a higher instantaneous speed. Okay, and speed cameras usually measure instantaneous speed.
How would they be even able to calculate average speed? Yeah.
I'm so glad you asked that.
Because like they're at one point.
Yeah, they'll have to be all over the road.
At different parts.
Yeah.
Yes, that is how it's done. There is a big argument for and against speed cameras. There's an argument against speed cameras because motorists don't want to be caught speeding. Yeah, but actually, on let's think of two situations. You're driving around a school area, like I was.
You got a ticket at a school area.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah. The speed I was recorded at going, 43 kilometers per hour. So no fine. And actually, I could contest it because the speedometer that measures the speed in the car is only accurate to 10%. And 10% of 40 is 4. So, yeah, fine. Bit annoyed because the person in front didn't get a ticket. But that's really important. You know, instantaneous speed around the school area, you don't want to be travelling that fast, okay? So, my fault, I was speeding. The speed cameras along the road, the highway coming into Oulu from Kieminki, you've got a long patch of straight road. What does everybody do? 100, speed camera, slow down, okay? It's possible that that can actually cause more accidents. But if you really want to keep average speeds down, and this is being used along longer stretches of highway, they are far more expensive to organise, but you have one camera here, another camera 10 kilometres away even. Car goes past here. This camera records the license plate. After a certain time, the car goes past the second camera. If they have been speeding, if they've gone past the camera and sped up again, then they will have gone past too quickly. And then that car can be done for speeding. That is a much more sensible way of doing it if you actually want to reduce speeds on the road. Not fun for the driver, but it depends what you're intending to do. It couldn't work in town. It's different in town because there are too many turnings, there are too many stops and starts with traffic lights, junctions, etc. But on a long highway, it's how it's done on the highways of the USA. Okay, and there's some talk about bringing those average speed measurements in, which actually would be a lot more sensible on highways. Yeah, Ellis.
Did you know that from like, I think Oulu to Syö, that there's like many of those post thingies, but in like 2 of them there are actually cameras.
Yes.
But they just changed them around.
Yeah. Because they're very, very expensive to maintain. So the cameras themselves are pretty expensive because they've got to be good. Technology has changed a bit now, and they're got a bit cheaper. So they're put up there as a warning. Yeah.
You just let them know.
Yeah.
Near my grandma's and grandpa's place, there's like this road that goes from Oulu to Kemi.
Yeah.
So during that road, there's a camera, and that camera has been recorded to be the camera that catches the most of the people
From Oulu to Kemi, yeah.
Yeah, like most in the whole Finland.
I can imagine it, yeah. Along that route, it's quite difficult as a driver because you can be going at 80 and then there's a junction, it slows you right down to 60 and the camera is at there are many cameras at very sneaky positions and you actually wonder, are these for safety? Because also cameras and road signs and things like that of warnings are usually placed where there have been accidents. So often, you know, if there's an elk crossing, it means that an elk has been spotted there, or there's been an elk collision there. And speed cameras usually are put where there have been accidents, often fatal due to speeding. But then drivers get very, very suspicious and say, have they just been put there to cause to give money to the police because of fines?
No, I don't think you can drive.
But actually, you know, having mobile speed cameras around school areas fining people, that is really a good idea because you've got to be careful around school areas. I just wish that they'd move the bus stops a little bit to make the traffic safer. Yeah.
What is an elk in Finnish?
Hirvi. Elk or moose.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Sorry.
what's the animal in between? Was it caribou?
Poro,
Poro.
reindeer. Caribou, yeah. In the US, it's caribou. European reindeer.
But hold up, if but how can you drive on a moose?
Oh, believe me, it's possible.
Yeah.
My mom nearly
You
killed
don't.
everyone. It was the weirdest.
Car versus moose, you don't come out very well.
The like windshield.
Yeah, the problem with a moose,
It's so big.
And it weighs a lot.
It's heavy.
It's ginormous. Yes.
moose,
It
yeah.
looks more like a reindeer.
Well, that's the car bonnet.
Oh,
Yeah, there's the windshield. Yeah, the idea is you crash into it. You knock it in the legs.
And then the
Henry?
You knock it in the legs, and then they like the sound of it. They like hit the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Window, and they hit.
That part of the moose, the top part, including the horns, the antlers, goes through the windshield
yeah.
Hit you.
into you.
ugh,
So
my
what
mom.
happens if I was to drive and then I had just the time to
Oh, you can like stop right before.
Yeah, you can stop, but if you knock into them, it then goes into your. So hopefully the airbag protects you. But if you are going to collide with a moose, best thing to do,
It's
duck. Get under the dashboard.
Oh, why not jump in the seats behind?
How are you supposed
You've got
to
a
have a giant
seatbelt
with your
on.
seatbelt on?
You just go up. You just dive into
Yeah,
the.
but you have to do that
You have
in
like a couple of
one
seconds.
or 2 seconds.
Yeah.
And that's time for the car to go.
Yeah,
Ah, true.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
difficult.
Probably
Really,
not
really big
smart
problem
idea.
here. When you learn to drive, you talk about it.
But what happens if you're too wide to duck?
Well, then-
You end up picking the moose horns out of your nose, don't you? If you survive it. Seriously, they don't often kill people nowadays because of airbags and things like that. But elk collisions used to kill a lot of people in Finland.
There's like signs now that elk.
Signs everywhere, yeah. Okay, 3-minute break
Kiitos.
without phones. Do some stretching.
Thank you. You didn't. Thank you. She doesn't understand what it is.
Okay.
Yeah, good.
Ja just siinä Sillä ei ole mitään ristitystä.
What was her name? What was it? I was close. What's your name?
Mecca. Mun nimi on Secret. Siis, I don't honestly know, it's just totally, you know. No, sun kahdella lauantaina säädys came home ja oli.
Sama idea.
Musta varmaan eka putos.
I thought that they were gonna be like the number one.
Tai ei ne ole number one, ne on liian sex appeal to be number one. Silleen ihan väärät niissä on puhunut tällä kaudella. Kun Eevi ja Jani, he suck ass. Eevi ja Jani on Ja Evi on se fitness. Niin.
I think we have to be
Me first. Ei just oo. Me pääsit.
Että ei joskus.
Yeah, we were
I honestly don't know the rules.
Okay.
Joo, kyllä niitä vai
So,
Wait, I have a question. I have a
we were asked about Usain Bolt.
Yes, buy other stuff. It's called,
Now,
otherwise.
I only actually have the data I want for the 2009
Can I just say one thing?
world record. Yeah,
So much I think Usain Bolt runs for America.
I got that wrong myself 2 years ago as well.
What?
Jamaica.
I think the worst because everything is a beating. It's like Donald Trump, Usain Bolt. This is a Usain Bolt who runs for America.
Oh yeah. I know.
Yeah, I got that wrong last year. Actually, I made that mistake, which was pretty stupid. I was embarrassed about that.
Jamaica.
It's Jamaica, yeah.
It's Jamaica.
Right, 9.58 seconds in 2009 for
100 meters.
100 meters.
Way to go.
Way to go, yeah.
Oh,
We had to cut this. So.
Okay, so
I know, like.
average speed,
What?
100 over 9.58 meters per second. Now, yeah. Sorry, I can't hear you.
In order to like prepare for a race, you only a chicken nuggets and one.
Chicken nuggets. I hope it was proper chicken nuggets, not McDonald's rubbish.
I'm gonna take chicken nuggets and.
Right, I'm gonna cheat.
Africa.
Yes, Valtteri.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink them like.
He has said that he's addicted to chicken nuggets and that he only likes McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Because he can't afford
Sad.
other chicken nuggets. No,
Right, 10.43 meters per second. That is his average speed.
Try and catch me. That was awkward.
10.43 meters per second. 10 of these a second.
Yeah, but one of his steps is like 3 meters. So
Yeah. What is
Oh,
that
He's gonna
in
pick you up like
kilometers per hour? So you need to know how to do this.
No,
Convert.
Rosanna says it's 104.
This is the size difference.
It's not 104. How do you do it?
Ei, koska sun pitää ottaa huomioon,
this
että
is the size difference.
se on sekunnit ja sitten.
Usain Bolt?
Artsel, how do you convert from meters per second to kilometers per hour?
99.5.
Se pitää muuttaa ne
Don't tell me the answer, tell me how you do it.
Time.
By what?
Wait, hold up. We're talking about by feathers. Bikes.
Valtteri?
Times the meter, 100 meter, the meters in there, basically 100 meters times 10, and then we,
That's
No.
I don't know.
Right, what have you got to do? You are in, I'm going to move you in a minute. You want kilometers. You've got meters. So meters to kilometers. What do we have to do? How many kilometers is 1 meter? Yeah.
1,000 meters is 1 kilometer.
1,000 meters is 1 kilometer.
Yeah.
So a meter is
1,000.
0.0.
divide it by 1,000. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you've got it in hours. Sorry, you've got seconds to hours. Yeah. Seconds in an hour.
I didn't say it completely.
Wow.
60 times.
60.
Times 60.
Yes.
60 times. Or like that, yeah.
You divide by 1,000, you times by 3.6. Overall, you times it by 3.6. If you can't work it out from scratch, just remember times by 3.6. So the average speed is 10.43 times 3.6. .6 kilometers an hour. That's how fast he runs.
So now he's gonna do that distance.
If you run at 37.6 kilometers per hour, or you travel in a car at that speed, you can be as fast as Usain Bolt over 100 meters.
Sonny, I like this right now.
This is gonna be.
Not that much. It's fine, boy.
Mutta altahan mies yritti, koska se kesti.
Ei nyt nopeammasta mitään.
Not that much.
Okay, so this is important. From meters per second to kilometers per hour, times by 3.6. From kilometers per hour to meters per second.
I just found my own, it's 30 kilometers per hour.
Your own 100 meters. Well done. That's pretty good.
He's gonna be there soon.
That's brilliant.
Esa is really fun.
Imagine someone was to see her back in the car as a from.
So, that is clearly a sprint. You can only keep that level of speed and effort up
For a little time.
for 100, 200 meters. Get to 400, your body can't do it.
Accept it.
Okay. Now, what about the marathon? Current world record on the marathon is,
Where's Lowry?
Maybe something.
I don't know.
1 hour. No.
Wasn't it?
No. The marathon,
Or 2?
right, at the moment, no one has cracked 2 hours. It's 2 hours, 3 minutes.
The best time.
2 hours, yeah. Let's make it easy, 2 hours. How far is the marathon?
42 kilometers.
42.1 kilometers.
But it depends the size of the town.
No, marathons are always the same. So the average speed there, 42.1 over 2 for a world record time would be 21.1 kilometers per hour.
What? Pitäisikö jaksaa nopeaa?
No kun se reenaa monta kuukautta.
Oikeesti. Kuukautta. Kyllä. Kuukautta.
Joka aamu käy juoksemassa.
Kuukautta.
Juoksee töihin. Joo, moro pomo.
Monta kuukautta voi tarkoittaa monta vuottakin.
Voi.
Mistä vuosia tehty?
So if you want to break the 2-hour barrier, 21.1 kilometers per hour. Most of you don't cycle at that speed.
Joo, ei varmaan.
Okay.
Ei se pyöräily.
How much faster you can go?
Okay. Now, I'll go back to Usain Bolt in a minute, but we have a little language thing. We have a language thing in Finnish and English. We have a language thing in English and physics. Speed is not a technical or not a technically good term in physics. We actually use a different term more correctly. No, that's even more complicated, that term. Velocity.
Oh, yeah.
Means the same, but also has a
There's a dinosaur.
direction.
I'm trying to say it.
Ah, yeah. I was like,
In Finnish, nopeus means both speed and velocity. So there's no difference.
But how are you supposed to mention it if you're speaking about something?
Well, in English, if you talk about your velocity, everybody thinks you're a nerd. In Finnish, doesn't really matter, nopeus is the same. But in physics, if you are talking about speed or velocity, there is a difference. It only comes up at kind of higher level in physics. Okay, so velocity also has a direction.
Across.
Well, when Usain Bolt is running with an average velocity, he's going at 37.5 kilometers per hour from the start to the finish.
So he's going straight.
He's going in a direction, yeah. If you wanted to get to Helsinki in an hour,
Airplane.
velocity,
I don't know. 1,000.
Oulu to Helsinki in an hour. How far away is Helsinki?
Something like 600.
600 kilometers, yeah. So, 600 kilometers per hour south. Go 600 kilometers per hour north. You're in Nordkap. Kilpisjärvi.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
East, you're in Russia. West,
Norway.
probably in the ocean, probably in the Atlantic.
Sweden.
600 kilometers west.
Skip Sweden and go to Norway straight.
You'd be in the sea, wouldn't you? You would be in the sea beyond Norway.
How many kilometers from Norway?
Same thing.
Okay, so actually direction is really, really important. Okay?
Is it true you can swim from where was it?
Norway to Denmark.
No, from
Sweden to Denmark.
no, from Europe to Africa.
Is that ocean?
Can you swim from Europe to Africa?
Yeah.
Yeah, from Morocco was it to Spain?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna die.
No, you're not. It's not far.
How much?
It's
is this?
21
Like-
kilometers.
Yeah.
I would die after the first kilometer, probably.
Esa, come on, go to Morocco.
You can swim from Russia to the USA.
How many kilometers is that?
Tiny, isn't it?
I could swim from Finland to Japan.
That's different. That's a bit more difficult. Well, give us that map a minute, that globe.
Why would I get some new one?
Here.
Because
It's something like 20 kilometers.
Not bad. But isn't it kind of cold?
Yes, very cold. Not advisable. Right, in physics, a quantity with size
I'm going to
and direction is called a vector.
Oh, the video game, you mean?
Yeah.
That thing.
In Finnish, it's vectori, which doesn't help you very much. But a vector has many meanings in science, but it's basically something that goes from one point to another in a particular direction.
So we are all vectors.
Yeah, actually we are.
Oh yeah.
You can have a vector of disease.
Okay, maybe.
So, for instance, the norovirus
What does
has
that
been carried around by many people, passing it on to each other in the school.
What's virus?
Norovirus.
Nolo.
Noro.
I don't know what that means.
The norovirus.
Norovirus.
Oh,
You
yes.
knew if you had it, you'd been sat on the toilet quite continuously.
I don't have it.
Good.
I'm healthy. You are what
Okay,
you
Usain Bolt.
eat. Fat.
But I don't.
It's slow, but
I don't eat that. I can't afford it. I'm not tall.
right. So let's. I don't remember this one actually. Let's watch him. 2009.
You can do it.
Why is it so bad quality?
Because it's from 2009.
He's working. Oh, he's working.
Kato Elis. Kato tuolla.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like him. And there he goes.
Now he's gonna dance. He's gonna start doing something crazy.
I would.
No, because you gotta slow down. You cannot just like. It's gonna. They can't catch up with the poor man.
Okay. So what did he do as usual? The last few meters, he looked around and he slowed down.
He's fast.
Absolutely incredible.
And
Now,
then he says,
if you look at the data for how far he got, now I couldn't do this on Excel, but that was distance, that was time. Okay. If we try to add a line of best fit, because it starts off at 0, 0. To there, you can see that isn't the best line of fit, but if we say that the start point and the end point are the most important, if we Change the pen colour before you change to line. Okay, can you see that actually it's not really a line, it's a curve? Yeah, so if we did the distance time graph like we did for the hare and the tortoise, it's not a straight line, it's actually a curve. So he starts off slowly, and that's pretty obvious, isn't it? He starts off slowly, yeah, and then he speeds up. But oh no, he doesn't. He actually levels off there, and in fact he slows down a bit towards the end because he's Usain Bolt and he can. And he actually did it again when he broke the world record in 2012. He did it again. Did he break the world record in 2012?
I think he did.
He came first. Okay. So what does that then say about his speed? Now,
He's always first.
he's not carrying a speedometer. And in fact, those of you who carry speedometers like this, fitness trackers, they are not measuring the instant speed. They're actually measuring the average speed, but the average speed is taken over 10 meters. So, I want to copy that. This is his speed time graph. So it's time along here and speed. So at 0, he's got no speed. After his first 10 meters, we get that data point. Second 10 meters. So there are 10 data points. And if I can draw it in, this is, sorry. This is his journey. So,
what are you doing?
He definitely dips down at the end. So if he'd have carried it on here, he'd have got an even faster time, which he must have done when he did the world record in 2012. So there we've got his speed against time graph.
Okay.
So he reaches his maximum speed 6.5 seconds in.
Wow.
Okay, and you can do this a similar sort of thing for a 200 meters, but as soon as you get to 400 meters, the maximum speed drops down, or you might get to maximum, but then you begin to drop down quite dramatically. You've got to pace yourself better, tortoise and hare. Sorry? I don't know what he's doing, but it's just irritating. If you put effort into learning this, you'd be great at physics. Not even listening to me now.
I am.
Okay.
Put some effort, it would be great.
So this is his speed. This is a speed time graph or velocity time graph because he's going in one direction. It's the same. Now, what does the velocity time graph look like for our tortoise and hare?
We'll give him a nice goodbye.
What do our
Turtle say.
turtle and hare, the turtle and the bunny, what do they do for velocity time or speed time? Let's assume they're going in the same direction. Time,
They just go faster.
speed.
Is it turtle or black?
Can you draw that out?
Yes.
Flash my king.
Turtle and hare. What does it look like?
Turtle plus bunny equals. What's equal?
Like turtle.
What?
What is the turtle's speed like? What is the hare's speed like?
Isn't the turtle like the fastest animal on Earth?
What? It is.
Yeah.
Only if you put a rocket up its bum.
No, the slowest animal ever.
And snail.
No, the slowest than that. Is it ant faster than? Yeah, it is.
Is there what's the fastest?
The fastest land
Cheetah.
animal is the cheetah.
And the real fastest animal is a bird. It's
Peregrine falcon.
Yeah.
Or dive.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the fastest bird on land is the ostrich. Yes.
Up to 70 something kilometers.
You don't want to get in the way of an ostrich when it's running at you. It's pretty fast and furious. Yeah. Okay. Our turtle. Does it go fast? No.
What?
Does it change its speed?
No.
What? What animal? Turtle? Oh. It actually could change
I
its
would say
speed.
the turtle is a little bit faster than that. but-
Okay, doesn't matter. It's a straight line, slow but steady.
Steady, ready, steady.
And our hare. How?
Mouse.
Like fast, quickly, and straight down. Okay.
Fast, sleepy time.
I think he's the fast.
No, you're Phineas and the sleep.
He's fast, but he didn't win the race.
Then he's at 0. I can't draw a straight line along there. Actually, very, very difficult. Right. Then he wakes up. OMG. And then there.
He's just like,
I hope you can see that. So that's the hair.
He goes like,
Yeah.
So young. No.
The fastest bird ever I've seen is BB in cartoon. No, Boomerang. The one with coyotes and then the other one.
Wile E. Coyote.
Yes.
Beep, beep, beep. Roadrunner.
Oh yeah. He's burning the asphalt. Because you're twins.
Any questions?
my twin is fed back. I'm gonna break my heart. Take the boom box out.
No.
Which one is faster?
You.
Us.
What do you mean by faster?
Like faster.
You have to define faster.
A strutzi? or a cheetah? Or a lion?
Or a cheetah. No.
Where are they?
No wait, lion or a strutzi?
No. She's saying rusty.
As far as I know, that's a little bit like comparing Usain Bolt and a marathon runner.
I know.
Oh yeah.
The lion would be a sprinter.
Pace.
Yeah, Henry.
Because the cheetah does this thing where it like can run for a like short period of time and then it like pauses, then it like can run again.
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
I love
Our panda's fast.
Panda.
Pandas.
Yeah,
Only in the movies when they do kung fu and then they're not very
My
fast.
favorite movie. I love the one with all the pandas, and then they eat the dumplings all together. And then there's the little pandas.
It doesn't make sense. Your dad's a bird and then you're a big fat panda.
Okay. How far do you go in a 400 meters race?
And my mom let me a fruit box next to. Right there.
Your
I made my
distance
dad
covered
Is 0.4
is 400 meters. Okay. How far you travel
Want some dumplings?
I love dumplings.
So that means I'm a greedy ass pig. I can put 10 dumplings in my mouth. Yo, maybe I'm not Poe. I'm not Poe.
and again,
Oh,
that is where you sometimes need to talk about vectors. In English, it's displacement.
I'm tired.
Is how far you move
What up?
from your starting point
To the end point.
And boy,
to the end,
Point. Just write the point, please.
Put the bun, man.
measured
Come on, do the card.
in a
What?
straight
Give me that bomb clock with the old DP.
line
And I want all the ones to bounce.
and with direction.
What mean bounce? Bounce.
Which one is faster, a cat or a dog?
yeah,
Cats.
Depends what species.
my dog.
Brilliant response.
No, a cat. A dog runs like, "Urgh."
What?
A cat is just like,
Yeah, comparing my dog and my cat is like super fast. Okay, but then that might be because my dog's fast.
Yeah, it's true.
But still.
Depending on the species. There's one dog which is very, very skinny, but it's a race dog.
My dog's really fat and he can't really run quick.
Mitä on sille syötä nyt?
Näin huomasin.
So, how many of you,
You hide your ears.
how many of you had zero displacement from going to bed Friday night to waking up Monday morning?
Wait, I wasn't listening.
Hyvä Pietari.
I was on this.
Yeah. How many of you had zero displacement from Friday night to Monday morning? What am I actually asking you?
wait, I know.
Yeah. Yeah, how many of you ended up Friday night, Monday morning in a different place?
No mä toisena päivänä mä heräsin lattialta, niin
I wonder who has got the maximum displacement from their birth in this class.
What do you? Me, I guess I've been around Europe.
Okay.
We need to know.
Where were you born?
In Brazil.
South Africa.
Right, you were born in Brazil.
Oh, you can be.
Whereabouts?
About Rio.
Rio de Janeiro.
Where's Rio?
There.
Where the women?
Somewhere there.
There.
No, whereabouts is Rio?
It's on that furthest, like the furthest point. Yeah.
There.
There, yeah.
Oh, at least you know where you're from.
Okay.
Me.
Where were you born?
South Africa, Johannesburg, precisely
Okay, never
Soweto slums.
Johannesburg's not coastal, is it? It's not on the coast.
No.
About
That's
there,
Cape
isn't it?
Town.
Okay. Any other offers?
Oh,
Oh,
Oh.
okay. So
There's one. He's a Danish one. Copenhagen.
Copenhagen.
You happy, man.
Okay, well, I was London.
You're finished.
Yeah, Henry?
You look like
Dublin.
Portland. Your face needs to be open.
Okay. So actually, I got to admit, is the green line longer than the...
Nah, it's me. Come on.
No, Artsel, you are the winner on the battle of the displacements. Darn it. Now, you could
I came here with a plan.
end up with a 0 lifetime displacement if you were born in the same house as you die. And a lot of grandparents, great-grandparents will have had that.
I'm probably gonna die South Africa.
So you're going to reduce your displacement, your overall
I'm gonna
lifetime
go to
displacement, but
Antarctica
just think of
for
the
that.
miles that you've actually covered, or the kilometres you've covered in between. Displacement just means the beginning and the end. It doesn't mean the journey. It tells you absolutely nothing about the journey. Otherwise, there'd be no point in doing a 400-metre race.
I was born in Argentina.
No, he wasn't.
You think you are Lionel Messi?
Di Maria.
No, Lionel
Okay.
Maria Farta, you have
Can you
baby
press
face.
that?
You have baby face, man. You know baby boss? Baby. Man, you're Di Maria, get out of here. So Diego Black, man.
Just thinking about homework.
What is it, Diego Costa? Diego Paul, Frenchman. He's black. The blackest football player in the French team is Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba is so black. Paul Pogba is black. Oh. Me saadaan semmoista läpsiä, että meitä harmittaa.
Oh my god.
I woke up and then
I don't want that It was close enough, so I don't want it.
Okay,
the whole story from the beginning to the end.
homework.
Oh, yeah.
I woke up and this is like, I know.
Crazy eyes.
That looks crazy. Why did you do that?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago you said you were fired.
Recently. What does it mean?
Can I just put my running away?
Yeah, see my pulse.
Okay, now, I do not want you on Monday morning at 8:10 out in that lobby, walking, recording your time, okay? What I'm after is you, at some point in the week, you could use a GPS device if you want, like a GPS on your phone, something like that.
I'll
When you shush,
in a basketball game.
no, walking.
Oh.
Okay, when you are walking into town to get the bus or whatever, just record how long it takes and how far you are going. Okay, I just want you to get some idea of what your average walking speed is.
It takes me 8 minutes to walk to Curry Park.
Or even faster if you're running round the corner sneaking out of school like I saw you doing the other day.
I saw you too. You were in your car.
Where were you? Because I actually tried to drive into town to see if I could see you and I couldn't.
I was outside.
Where?
I went from that side to Siva, back to them and back to school. I made it to the music festival.
Who were you with? Kia? No, you were with two other people. Who were
Let's
they?
go to Brian and
Oscar.
Brian.
I haven't reported it to anyone.
Are you going to?
I wasn't intending to. But it was a bit silly. I mean, you know you're on.
But I mean,